evening. Good fucking day to you all. What's going on, human? I'm here in Dallas, Texas, because of Dallas Fan Expo. That's a thing. I'm here. You can see my shits on the bag. Got a big old bag there. It's happening, man. It's really crazy. So before I bring in the dudes, I'll be quick. So yeah, last night I left from Crook County, which is the county that holds Chirac and other suburban towns of Illinois. I left Crook County around 8:30, 8:40 p.m. last night, Central, and I drove all the way until I got to One Pilot just for some gas, in and out, like 9 to 10 minutes. And then I drove all the way to Springfield, Missouri for Buc-ee's. And Buc-ee's was fucking fantastic. It was everything I could hope for and more. A lot of money is spent. And if I see it again, a lot of money is to be spent again. Got my kids a lot of stuff. Got them, some plushies, a few cool snacks. Got myself a breakfast sandwich that was really good. Passed on the lot for like an hour and a half on the side of the building. Woke back up and drove through the rest of Missouri, through into Oklahoma, into Dallas, Texas. Made it all the way to my hotel. I was originally scheduled to make it at 11:01, but then when I woke up after my second stop and my hour and a half power nap, I was scheduled to make it there around 12:50. I was not a fan of 12:50. I said, fuck that shit. I'm going to go so damn fast. We're going to get there before noon. Because, all right, 11:01, fine. I get it. I slept 2 stops, whatever. But we ain't going to tolerate this shit. We are not going to tolerate this shit of doing this whole thing where it's going to be nearly 1 o'clock. So I went somewhere around 90 to 100, a lot. And, well, I made it at 11:58. Not even noon. I beat my initial predictions, my second predictions, which was supposed to be 12:50, but I do it 11:58. Google Maps ain't got shit on me. I'm just saying. Denzel Washington said King Kong ain't got shit on me in Training Day, but hell yeah to that. So, anyways, let's acknowledge our faces here. Yeah, you guys are counting your asses off. So, what's up, Lord Thoth, FKHC 2005, Vince Womack, Davina Duckworth, Stephen M, Cal-L, hello. What's going on? D-Bud, Lombardi 69, Deepa 101, King Conan, Mike Rom. What's up, Jonathan Conroy? Nice to see ya. Hello. You guys are counting your faces off. What's this weird blue thing next to my name when I count? I don't know, man. I don't know the whole crown thing. I'm kind of as confused as you are. Like, are you guys like all kings or some shit? I don't know what that all is. So it's news to me. Some new YouTube thing. It must have been added during my time away from the computer. But we're gonna bring some dudes from the back door to the front door. We'll start off with Ironcaster first because he's here. Hi.
Sup, Kings?
What's up?
No, we're doing pretty good. Dude, I have been so burned out with work lately that I've gone and had to bury my head in a bunch of paint for the last 3 or 4 hours. So I'm feeling good. I think I got it all off me. I didn't get it in my eyes this time.
Nice. Hell yeah, bitch.
And I'm ready to crack a cold one.
Nice. I like that. I like the sound of that a lot. Crack that cold one. Well, thanks for being here, sir. A common nerd, I actually put in the chat. You saw a point system for YouTube chat. You get points for chatting and super chatting. And speaking of super chats, Deeple 101 starting out strong for $5. Says, glad to see you successfully arrived in Dallas. Going to be lurking tonight. Hail chat, hail panel. Recipes Clobby. Enjoy the fan. Dang, he is. What's up, Steve? Well, Caster, I'm glad I can have you here for my shorter show tonight. While I have you, probably like hour and 15 at most. We'll make good on
Yeah,
it.
that's good.
So we'll bring in also the Ice Wolf Fenrir. Hello, sir.
Hello there, gentlemen. How's it? Okay, I wanted to start a quick, quippy joke about Star Wars and quite possibly drunken dwarves, but I don't feel about it. I just want to know: am I the only one who's not drinking booze right now?
Well, I guess not.
And yet I still make less sense than both of you. So yeah, great night.
I love that shit.
Yeah. So it's good to be here, Nick and Caster. Dude, Caster, I get your pain. I have been working for about 7 days straight. I am spent.
Hmm. But you know what? It is Friday. We're chilling. I suppose for you it's Saturday. It's a perfect opportunity to kind of relax, find that little hobby to kind of bury yourself in and do who
Oh,
knows what.
I have. I've been.
I mean,
I've.
by the way, Fenrir, the new Gundam has a bunch of familiar faces in it.
Oh, is it?
Shit.
Is it so?
5 picoseconds too.
I
Now
might check it
is
out
funny.
later.
What's up, 5? How you doing, man? Nice to see you here. All right. We got a common nerd backstage, so let's bring him
Don't pull him in yet. Don't pull him in yet.
Dude,
Yeah.
I wish you were in Dallas. I wish you were. I was actually telling before I bring comment, I met Urkel Sullivan. He's staying, not only is he staying at the same hotel as me, his room is right next to mine. What are the freaking odds? Like, yeah, we knew we were going to be the same hotel. He told me we were staying. I wanted to be in a hotel where there's someone I knew. But what are the odds that we're right next door to each other?
All right, Nick, bring him in now. No, it's ready.
I was waiting for him to like pop up off screen, but oh hey, by the way, Nick, you're out of towels.
You can still do that. It's not too late. I think he's eating with. I think he's eating with MVP and Josh McDonald right now. I hope he stops by. He's literally right next door to me. Eric, if you're eavesdropping in from your restaurant where you're breaking bread with the boys, you're welcome to come in here and be, hey, we're on the same panel thingy except in my room. So please, I want you to come. But hi, Common Nerd.
Phrasing.
Exactly, phrasing, Nicholas. That sounds really, really good.
What's with your voice, man? You sound like old school with Will Wilford. You got fucking dark in your neck, man.
Well, I believe
his voice is
fabulous. Very pleasure. It's the voice of God.
How you doing, Jesse?
Yeah. I and Jesse finally got my favorite toy. My favorite new toy as well.
We have all kinds of fun now. It's absolutely ridiculous. So it's absolutely ridiculous. But no, I'm doing pretty good. Unfortunately dealing with a sick chicken. One of my ridiculous chickens got decided she wanted to start roosting for quite a while. And when
as someone who used to own a chicken farm, good luck with that. I really know how else that is.
So yeah, she's been roosting, and so she hasn't been getting out of the coop and eating and drinking water like she should be. And then it got really hot, so I brought her in the house yesterday afternoon, and I've been like hand feeding her water and Pedialyte for the last 24 hours. But she actually seems to be doing better. She started eating food today, which that's something she hadn't done since I don't know when yesterday. So yeah, at least that part's going good. But other than that, yeah, been a fun day. Lots of
good to know, Jesse.
Crazy things going on out in the world out there.
Got that right.
Yeah.
Well, good to have
indeed.
you here, man. Hi,
yeah,
Pablo.
like there's odds that Princess Zelda.
Hold on, Fender. Pablo?
Howdy ho!
There we are.
Hey, for a moment, I really thought I should stop buying from that guy, but no, apparently you got new toys. Yeah, good to know.
Who got new toys?
Oh, Iron Caster and the Common Nerd. They are
those
playing
guys,
with their
those
new
guys
toys.
got new toys.
Yeah, but for a second, I was like, I don't. You are muted.
Hello. He's coming. Caster's voice sounds
Crazy.
weird.
Nicky used to do it all naturally.
That voice is some shit, man. Seriously, that is some wild ass. We a little roosting. It said trolling. We do a little trolling. We do a little roosting. Little roosting.
This logic makes no sense at this point.
So I did a small haul earlier today. I know Eric O'Sullivan was meeting Felicia Day earlier. I'm thinking about doing Thomas Wilson, no Biff from Back to the Future. But I got a small stack, and I'm like, you know what? I'll get a few things. So I didn't get too many things, but just a few. Just a few. Obviously I picked up. I remember when we had Drew and Aaron Sparrow on. Finally got my Unholy Nightmare. So number 1, finally, I'm excited to read it. Finally, Unholy Night. Here,
Sweet cover.
I'm gonna big in myself. Only I can make myself bigger.
12 minutes in, and we already made about 23 different sex jokes.
And look, Dolan and Aaron
That's
Sparrow
dope.
already signed it. Yeah, it's got a great cover.
Furry
Nice.
confirmed.
I found the original Nemesis story from Mark Miller, the first one that Steve McNiven drew way back in the day.
Ooh.
Hardcover edition, half off.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
half
I
off.
remember this one.
Dude, yeah, this is a damn good story. I've never actually owned it in any floppy paperback. So when I saw it was in a hardcover thing, I'm like, bro, I'm getting this shit. It's
Man, it brings so many memories. Like the first time I read this, I thought I was gonna get some kind of Batman kind of deal, and man, it was a shock when I was reading it.
oh, dude, it's a fucked up story. From Mark Grunwald, the first ever U.S. agent, number 1, 1993.
John
Number 1.
Walker did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I
That's
can't wait
right.
to read this. I've actually never read it before. It's got Mark Grunwald doing it too, so I'm sure it's good. And I did stop by the Rippaverse booth earlier. I saw Andrew from there. What's up, Andrew? If you're out there, Drunk 3P was there, and I bought The Art of Joe Bennett, number 2.
Hell yeah.
Zaylan.
That's a pretty.
I can't wait to go. I can't wait to
Oh,
go.
that's a beautiful.
Of
Man, I can't wait to read that book.
Joe Bennett's pencils. This is straight up best shit yet. Story, man, there's something straight up next level about when Joe Bennett does pencils, but he has Marcos Martins doing the colors. It really is. The fuck was that? All right, hold on. Oh, so it's okay.
Dig it out.
It's
Nick.
okay.
Dig it out.
It's okay.
Oh, don't you? Oh no, party foul.
It was just the bad.
Comic book party foul.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I don't think you're coming through that because we can hear you.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
no,
can
now
hear you.
can.
Hello.
There we go.
The cord came undone because I don't have my stand since I'm out here.
Right
and
on the
it's
road.
all weird and shit and gay. So, hey, there's FKHC. What's up, FK? Said for Clobby. Yes, for Clobby indeed, man. It's really crazy to think that a while back, last time we were Oh, I was doing a stream from Dallas was the last time I spoke with Clobby. We won't go over it too long. We'll maybe talk a little bit more about it next week, but it's really crazy to think when I talked to him last, he thought I was nuts for still doing a stream in Dallas because I should be having fun on the world. I'm like, I gotta do a stream with the boys. I'm not gonna not do a stream, man. And he's like, well, you're nuts. I was like, yeah, probably. I mean, two things can be true. So, oh well. And we did the show, and I skipped saying I wouldn't say I skipped, but I missed Lila Hart's comedy show for it. Oh shit! It's my guy Fatal J. Says I know I'm late.
Hey,
I picked up Battle Beast. Wow, was it amazing, dude? Right? Are you coming out tomorrow, dude? Because I just got the I talked to MVP and Josh about the Perch meetup. I'm sure Wes brought it up to you. If not, I'll message Wes because I would imagine he'd invite a guy like you, dude. I hope you're coming out, Fatal. I would love to hang out. We could talk Battle Beast. Let's talk Battle Beast. Yeah, Battle Beast is fucking good, man. Real damn good comics. So good. And Ryan Otley was at the expo today. He had a long line. And I'm sure between Invincible season 3 and that Battle Beast comic, the dude was his line wasn't slowing down for shit. It was not slowing down for shit. It really was not. But bro, it's good. Let's bring me down a bit. Who cares about me? Yeah. And it'll be on Thursday, June. Yeah, the actual anniversary proper. But no, I'm glad I went live that day. Yeah, I could have went to the Loyal Heart show. I could have gone for free with her. That's all great. Super nice lady, but I'm not. I just have good instincts in the sense that I'm gonna hang with the boys. Thank you though. Appreciate that. Yeah, what's brought up, I won't be able to come. Sad to say. Oh, I most a lot of those fellas at the neurotic meetup, man. One day, Jay, one day. But I'm glad you enjoyed Battle Beast, dude. It's a damn good comic. It really is. I'm really happy with it. G.I. Joe was killer this week as well. It was a setup issue, but it was really killer. G.I. Joe #7. Did you read it, Caster?
Sadly, not. I wasn't able to get out to my shop this week. In fact, the most I've done was get caught up on my Space Ghost.
Ooh, you gotta get caught. Oh, that's fair. You gotta get caught up on that Space Ghost. Okay, that's fair.
I
Man,
still
know
got a
that
pile of
feeling.
stuff here. That said, everything to the point that I've been reading with G.I. Joe, with everything Energon Universe, has left me satisfied. It's got me yearning for more. I mean, Scarlet aside.
That's fine. It's a dud. You're always gonna
We
get
all
a
knew
dud.
Scarlet was gonna suck. Let's not lie.
I chose to hope that it would be good. I chose to hope that it would have had the potential.
And that's fine. You want everything that can be as good as it can be, and sometimes not everything's gonna hit. Nick prefers playing
Specifically when you hire someone you know it's gonna suck.
No, the thing is, there it was an idea there for potential story wise, and that what potential was there. Once again, little potential got bogged down by some really horrific art, and I mean really horrific. It was very bad. It was so bad, so bad. But no, G.I. Joe. It's got the Cobra Commander artist Andrea Milana doing the art for this go round, and I'll tell you what, man, absolutely shines on the book. Let's just say there's a key character who's making their debut, and he is, let's just say he's on the cover, he's kicking ass, taking names, and I like it. Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, yeah, #6. Yeah, that previous issue is fucking good, man. That was a powerful issue. It wasn't just good; it was a powerful issue. And Vince, yes, Void Rivals #19 was good. The Army of Skuxoid, dude, right? And they got that new artist on there. I gotta get in the habit of remembering his name, but I got the new artist, Army of Skuxoid. Like I was like, dude, Void Rivals and GI Joe both kicked ass this week. I still need to read my Saturday Morning Adventures TMNT, but I'm really happy that these books are just coming out and kicking ass and taking names. Go ahead, Cassie. Something you want to say something?
Well, I was saying, and of course, we can't go forgetting Transformers with finally with I think it was issue 20.
Oh, dude, that was fucking brutal. That was a fucking slaughter.
The fact that we finally
no spoilers, please. I haven't read that either.
All right, well, I'll keep it very light, but it's something that we've been teased at for the longest time, which is ultimately the ultimate return of Megatron back to the book proper, and the build up, the anticipation of him showing up in the book has been everything I've been anticipating. This is like the premiere moment that shows you that Megatron is the villain. Like,
okay, I need to know one thing, just one thing, Ironcaster. Will the Earth burn?
Oh, the Earth, the Moon, like who knows how many other galaxies. When Megatron is done, there will be no time to say "Ba weep, grana weep, nitty bong."
The Earth, the Moon, Uranus will all burn. I had to throw that in there.
Nice.
Fatal is great. Great
Hey.
kind. I'm
I
actually
ain't his
digging
friends.
Void Rivals as well from the Energon. Kirkman. Yeah, Kirkman's still got. That's the craziest part between Void Rivals and now with Battle Beast. And then before that, he had his Firepower book, which I really do, which is that martial arts family. He's still got it. It's so insane how once again Kirkman loves the medium comics. He's once again kind of like Mark Miller, another guy where he made it big, but he's always coming back to number one, even with success stories. He's still like, I gotta do more comics, and I love that. I love that he's still like, and the fact that for the Energon universe, he created his own property with his own heroes, his own villains, his own support cast. And yeah, that's a bold move, adding it to Transformers and GI Joe.
True.
But it's
And
cool that it's happening. I'm really enjoying Void Rivals. It's a really killer book. But Starscream though, Vince is right. Starscream absolutely had to come in. That was some brutal ass shit. That was some fucking ECW madness. Like seriously, I thought we were gonna get some EC dub chants because of what Megatron did.
Well, I mean, considering everything we've seen up to this point with how big of an asshole Starscream has been throughout the entire Transformers book, everything we've seen him do to supporting characters, to would be cast members of the ongoing crew, team, to fellow Decepticons, like Starscream's a character at this point you want to see be this comic relief who exists just to get beat down and only to rise up again because you want to see him get knocked right back down.
Yeah, they make it. They make all the moments. Look, in a way, you like to believe that this comic book is leading to the G1 cartoon, its adventures, and all the crap that's going to happen into them. And it's kind of like they're earning all the moments of shit and beating Starscream's going to get through the years.
Mhm.
They made it deserved.
Go ahead. Well, if the Sandman appears, I will not complain. I will not complain at all. But as long as he's got Rob Van Dam there to counter it, I as long as he's got the whole damn show, I'm okay. Because Sandman is killer, but Rob Van Dam, dude, that was my guy, Rob Van Dam, RVD. Yeah, dude, no, I'm lucky. I'm so happy. We're lucky. We're fortunate. And I know I mentioned between Miller, Kirkman, like guys who basically made it. They made it, and yet they still come back to comics, and it's insane how they're so all in on still wanting to do the best work that they can, even though they're technically, you could say they're the guys that kind of have it all per se, but they're like, hold up, I still got something to offer. And it's crazy. And speaking of Mark Miller, dude, he's got a Kickstarter out now. Mark did a Kickstarter. You know
Wait, what is he?
We're going to look at it right now. Mark put out a Kickstarter this week. It's for a story called Psychic Sam.
Sam.
Oh,
All right, so
This looks
gonna
really dope.
Yeah, we're gonna
He's
play the
working with-
video. He's doing good.
John Romita
he's
Jr.
working with
Nelson.
Romita Jr.
Yeah, John Romita
yeah.
Jr.
Yeah,
John
Okay.
Romita Jr. does, in my opinion, in recent years, I think he does
He has
best when
some
he
breaks.
does his
Oh,
own
yeah, yeah.
original stuff. Like, I feel like he's strongest when he does his original stuff over Big Two. So I feel like this is actually kind of plays to his strengths a bit more. But we're gonna play his
after
video.
2020, he started experimenting. I think he kinda got his group out of late.
Yes.
That's it. He's finally doing something different. He's no longer trying to be his father, and that's good. That's really good.
Yes.
This will not be a Miller World book. What happened was Mark had gotten a call from Marvel about doing a project for Marvel. He had also got a call from DC for doing a project for DC, and he ended up doing neither. He'd said he linked up with John Romita Jr., who he worked with on Kick-Ass way back in the day, Kick-Ass 1, 2, 3, and Hit Girl Volume 1. And they're like, hey, we're going to do our own original idea. And, dude, the package deal for this is killer, and the story is killer. So, all right, the character's name is Sam Nicoletti. He hears a voice in his head the day before something bad happens. The voice tells him the name and address of a murderer. And if he ignores this voice, an innocent person dies. At first, he thought he was crazy, but as the body started building up, he realizes he needs to do something. And after a while, he hears about a murder that's so horrific he needs to intervene. What would you do in this situation? You call the cops and they think you're crazy because nothing bad has happened yet. But unless you take matters in your own hands, innocent people are going to suffer. And it did get optioned to be a movie too. This sounds like it is supposed to be like a vigilante type of story. Mark talked a little bit about it. He said, he felt like there's a market that seems really short on vigilantes, and he wanted to scratch that itch. And it's kind of crazy. You think, wow, how long he's been doing books? You would think he would have at least had one. No, he really doesn't. And he had mentioned he would compare it to Death Wish with a little bit of Minority Report put in there. And I think that's a very apt comparison because there is that whole punishment before crime type of situation with Minority Report and Death Wish because dude with a gun putting the law in his own hands. Sounds like a badass concept. And dude, he's got obviously this is for the higher tier, but he's got an old school magazine right here.
Nice.
It's a magazine. It's supposed to be black and white. He has stickers and cards as well.
Well,
I'm gonna try
that magazine's representative of the old Fortune magazines,
yes.
Soldier of Fortune magazines and stuff. That's exactly what that's supposed to be mirrored on.
My name is Sam Nicoletti, and I see murders before they happen. A little voice tells me the killer's name and address. And if I stop them, I save a life. If I ignore them, an innocent human dies. What would you do in my situation?
Yeah, pause, otherwise I will get hit like a son of a bitch from YouTube.
Oh, you just had to take the vape, didn't you?
I love the fact that he vapes.
Psychic Sam is a classic boys comic. It's about a guy with a big gun.
Oh man, I always forget he's Irish.
He hears voices in his head telling him to kill bad guys. The only trouble is the bad guys haven't done anything yet. But every time he ignores it, someone innocent dies, and it's only a matter of time before the bodies start piling up.
I'm working with a guy named Mark Miller. Mark and I started on Wolverine together, and we got to create Kick-Ass, and we had a brilliant time. It changed our lives. So now we come up with a third collaboration, and it's called Psychic Sam, and I have the legend Klaus Janson working with me, and then the brilliant Bill Crabtree doing the color art. And we are having an all-out blast with this.
The big news is we're also doing a movie of Psychic Sam. There's a guy called Ivan Atkinson who's brilliant. He's Guy Ritchie's producer, and he's produced some of my favourite films from Guy.
I'm going to bring in Pedro
The
Pascal.
Gentleman, all these amazing films Guy's been doing over the last few years.
He has the amazing films too. Wrath of Man with Jason Statham is badass. And the fact that that's the creative he's got involved for this lets me know that this type of thing is in good hands. That's always good to know that when stuff like this gets optioned, it's in the appropriate hands. This is a major takeaway here.
Yeah, that sounds like guys that actually can handle a movie that's based like this because they already know how to do the proper kind of action stuff. And then you're just going to add in a little bit of the psychic kind of fantasy flair to things, which is always freaking dope.
Ivan Atkinson, yeah. I'm excited to be teaming up with Mark Miller and his exciting new project, Psychic Sam. Mark and I have been talking about working together for a number of years, and I found the project that I think brings fascinating characters and action together, reminded me of the films I grew up loving.
This is completely outside of Miller World and Netflix and all the stuff I've been doing for the last 20 years, really. None of those books will be affected, and all our new titles will still be out there every month. I just carved out a wee holiday for myself and thought about doing something for maybe Marvel or DC again. Then I thought, wouldn't it be great to do some creator-owned with Johnny Romita Jr.?
There's so many great tiers to this, so many great levels to this. We're going to do a black and white version with a painted cover.
Oh, dude. Look at that painted cover for the magazine.
That is sick.
Before you press play again, I need to ask, who had the Metal Gear ringtone? Or was it on the trailer? Okay, there you go. Sorry, my brain went straight to that. Yep.
I also kind of had some. Okay, don't judge me, but I also kind of heard a little bit of Duke Nukem.
Man, I used to have the Metal Gear ringtone, and yes, I understand. I just understand.
Just a straight guitar solo for a few seconds too.
Yeah, no
And Doom, the Doom theme too.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish this.
Style of a 1970s Marvel magazine, beautifully packaged in that big magazine-size format. There's hardcovers, there are t-shirts, there's trading cards, there's stickers.
Spectacular stuff. You can also get written and drawn into the issues, which would be a lot of fun. I have to do justice to all of you.
We're assembling a fantastic team of filmmakers on this production, and we will have some more information for you guys soon.
We just are having so much fun with the character. It's probably as good as it gets, but the fact that it's the third time with Mark, it's a charm.
I think there's something special brewing here, so don't miss it.
They managed. They went perfect with Kick-Ass. I will say with I don't know. If they follow the same path, if they do things right, it's going to be amazing. If they go like Hit Girl, at least first issue was like,
Dude, that first Hit Girl volume, I love that first volume. First
no,
issue's
it
the
goes
weakest
really
issue,
slow. Then at
but
the
the
end, it
second,
explodes.
third, and fourth issues are fantastic.
Yeah,
And that first issue is basically like
It's
an
the-
exposition dump, but
Yeah,
second, 2, 3,
that's
4
the-
finished it strongly. He did
That's
that
the
with
problem.
the first Kingsman volume, The Secret Service. The first issue's kind of like so. You're like,
No,
it was fine. But then
I like
2,
the
3,
movies.
4, and
I don't like
5,
the
you're like,
comics that
bro,
much.
this is way stronger.
With Kingsman, I really like the first movie. Second movie, I
It
have
sucked.
my issues with.
Oh,
Third
dude, it's
movie
all about the first movie.
was
Let's
a
be real
bit
here.
better, but first movie is great. The comics kinda lose me a bit.
For me,
Yeah, they weren't exactly the
there's
best.
only one volume of the comics, and that's the first
The
volume.
second, the only good thing,
Is the weakest issue, but 2 through 5, it's all uphill after that.
Wait. I need to see something.
movie 2 of the Kingsman is
the
probably
one
the
where
only
you
film
got-
where Pedro Pascal doesn't look like a pussy anymore.
That's the one where you got Dave Gibbons to do pencils. No big deal having Dave Gibbons doing pencils. I mean,
I had to say it.
obviously a seminal penciler of comics in the history of comics. Yeah, Grim, it does look good. It looks really damn good. I'm gonna message him tonight.
Wait,
Knock on wood. I'm gonna
Nick,
message him tonight.
did you read the Red Diamond?
The second volume of Kingsman? No.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
okay.
I didn't read anything that didn't have Mark's name to it.
That explains a lot. Okay.
I only read the first volume, The Secret Service. So read that volume.
Yeah, I was like, that you went really sure that Kingsman is only one issue. I was like,
It wasn't even called the Kingsman. It was just called The Secret Service. I think the trade paperback edition got
Is
retitled
called
to
Kingsman.
Kingsman,
Yeah.
The Secret Service. But originally, when it got put out as a monthly miniseries, it was just called The Secret Service. We absolutely recommend reading. Once again, first issue is the weakest, but is it necessary? Yes. So would definitely say you should read it. Once again, you get great Dave Gibbons art. Obviously, Dave Gibbons is an all-timer as far as pencilers go. So you're not going to lose having Dave Gibbons doing art on your story, which that seems to be one of his great talents is getting really good artists to do his books. So, and Dave Gibbons is obviously no slouch whatsoever. So seriously, it's kind of a big deal of a name. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe for maybe in a few weeks he might be on here talking Psychic Sam. Maybe I'll try to bug John about it too. Like, hey, I want to talk about your comic. Can we do that? Who's this fucking crazy?
He's like,
kid?
well, actually, that's the kind of dirty talk I like. So, yes, we can.
I can imagine. Hey, Mark, who's this Nick guy? This guy's really odd. Why do you talk this way to me?
Nick, before we
Tell
continue,
me what that book was.
I need to show something. It just disappeared on my timeline, and I need to share it with you.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, it never gets old. Seriously, it will never
that's
get old.
glorious.
That clip. Oh,
That is
dude. No, dude. If
glorious.
God, I wish
I
I
had
could do that.
$4,000, I would actually give that. I would like to see what I'd look like as a comic character.
But Nick,
All
what would
right.
you want to see yourself
Same.
painted as in it? The heck?
If I'm trying to think of artists who I'd like to see draw me.
Oh, thank God you took that away. I was just foaming.
Draw me
As
like one of
far
your
as
DC comic book characters.
I would actually, as far as old school artists, I'd really like to see Ross Andrew draw me as me. I mean, granted that's never going to happen, but I'd like to see Ross Andrew draw me as me. John Byrne with a good anchor, I'd like to see draw me as me. I like it. Ron Garney actually, I'd actually like to see him draw me as me. As far as newer of the last 20 or so years, I'd actually like to see Ryan Otley draw me from Invincible. I think Ryan Otley would draw me as a really cartoony. And I feel like I already look like a cartoon character. So that might be a bit of a hand in glove fit for him. And as long as he gives like some dude like punch a hole in my face or something, that'd be amazing. Yeah, Ryan Otley would be really cool. I'm trying to think who else would I like to have draw me? Oh, I'm trying to think.
Wait. What I'm understanding is that you want them to draw you like one of the French girls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe like one of the
No,
French girls, yeah.
Comic-
Oh,
Understandable.
oh damn. Oh,
Looking long enough.
actually, believe it or not, I'd like for Joe Bennett to draw me, especially if it was like in the Zaylan part of the Rippaverse. I would like Joe Bennett to draw me, but it's gotta be Joe Bennett in space specifically, because if he might make me look all retarded, and that would actually be really awesome if I looked like a retarded space alien. So that would be how be. I like Joe. I need to be in space and I need to look retarded, and maybe you can give me like 4 eyes, literally 4 eyes. So there you go, Joe Bennett. As far as another newer guy, you know what, Caster, who would you like to have draw you in a comic?
That's the challenge, though. I mean, I'm not sure who I want to see draw me. The question is, how would I want to be depicted in a comic? And it's like, do you want to be in a comic where like you get killed off? Do you want to be like one of the memorable like gruesome murders?
Well, getting killed off can be fun. It can be fun.
yeah, especially if they send you off in a cool way.
Oh, dude. If I got killed by Nemesis in a book, that'd be badass. It really would be. No, if I got to be on side with the character, honestly, I don't know if I'd fit for that. I'd be like,
If I'm
more
gonna
like
die, there's only one way I'm gonna die. Samurai sword.
I'd like to be like almost like a Keanu Reeves, Ted type of character. That's what I'd like to be. That's what I'd like to be, like a Ted from Bill and Ted type of deal.
You know what? I was thinking because Fenrir said that. You know what will be a really cool way to die? You get all your enemies to come to this gas station, and you just drop a cigarette.
Drop
That's
a
Oh yeah, that would
What?
be so freaking based.
Fenrir, who would you want to have draw you?
Well, there's 4 different people, but majority of them are pretty much dead.
But name them anyways. And what's it? We don't. Every time it's so weird how every time I mention question, I always mention so. Okay, so just
Well, there's
let's use
Darwin
our
Cook,
imagination.
Jack
Let's live in the
Kirby.
dream world. Who would you want to have draw you? Name them.
Oh, modern?
Yeah, Darwin
or
Cook, Jack Kirby,
Ooh.
Alex Ross, and Paris.
Fenrir, I would love to see you as a Darwin Cook art. Oh, dude. I feel like that would be the best one out of the bunch would be Darwin Cook. Oh, it's Andy Masterson.
Yeah, he was always a favorite of mine.
Dude, Darwin so good. I would
I
love
always wanted to work with him as a kid. When I learned he was dead, God, did that hurt.
Dude, Darwin Cook drawing Fenrir. I would buy that. I'd straight up would give money to make.
Oh, thanks, man.
Seriously, I'm a fucking fan, man. I love Darwin Cook. I don't feel like. See, I love Darwin Cook. I feel like I'm not the appropriate character for him to draw. I'm too quirky, and I'm made to get killed or some shit. I know my own strengths, so I know I'm just made and destined to die.
Tell you
Pablo,
what, Nick. We'll
Gaster.
compromise here. All right. We'll do like a dual cover sort of look. We'll use the art of like Tommy Lee Edwards, who's currently doing the Gotcha
Ooh.
Man stuff, and so
Yeah,
just
he was just doing Jupiter's Legacy right before that. Oh shit! Yeah, dude.
Just some kind of like
yeah.
it could be like some sort of like throwback cover where like I'm like driving, I'm in like the mech pit of I'm in the pit of a giant robot or something, like screaming like a maniac, and then then the other side is you screaming like a maniac because you have this giant burger.
Oh, good old giant ass cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, that's so freaking Texas to do that.
Okay.
I love that.
I got it. And it's kind of been inspired by what Pablo just said. But seriously, best way to die. Invite all your enemies to one place, to this party. They have no idea what it's about. They think it's about themselves. Then, out of nowhere, on a plane, you show up ready to jump, tied to a shark with 15 kilos of pure cocaine and TNT, and just go straight up into the heart of the building.
This is awfully specific, Fenrir.
Yeah.
right?
Also,
It
you are
almost seems
kind
like
of
there's a little bit of a plan to all this. Like, what
you are
the hell,
kind
dude?
of really overdoing it, because if you have the shark, you just need a pool. Make it a pool party.
Yeah, but also like you have the cocaine. Isn't that enough?
We're gonna go boom either way. Who cares?
No, we're not.
The cocaine is for the shark. You need it really, really active, you know?
Yeah.
It's a couple of Red Bulls in the water, well, like 20, also like a couple of pounds, and the shark is ready to rock.
Oh, Muhammad said, "What's up, buddy? Hail, I've been reaching the amazing experiment and stepping right in with Ramita Senior. Ho, dude. Get ready for some archiness to go up, and you'll have a great arc coming up with the vultures. We'll say that. So embrace the ride and Fantastic Four 72. Fuck, dude, that's amazing. Go ahead, Cassie. You look like you want to say something about
Uncanny X-Men 147 is getting right up to the trial of Magneto.
Oh, hot damn, dude. The trial of Magneto, bro.
That was 150 was, I believe, where they introduced the Holocaust background to him.
Yeah.
So that was as far as Magneto's history goes, that's a super important milestone for him. That was where he got established as being Jewish.
Not only Jewish, he's part Yiddish. There's a whole explanation, and yes, he knows Yiddish, and that's the reason why he can send some messages. There's a lot of background that they had with Magneto. They had a lot of fun through the years, and that's the sad part. They are trying to erase that. They are trying to modernize the character in the MCU and also in the comics, seemingly.
Oh yeah, there's odds it'll be. They want a black guy.
Well, the challenge is though, you've got a character in Magneto that's tied specifically to World War II, to the Holocaust, and here we are now, some 80 years removed from that, and it's one of these things where we have this kind of rolling timeline going forward, but you have this character who's
Dude, but it can still work. These are comic books. There's a way. Just say his powers make him age slower because the magnetic effect on blood and the metal cells and so on, and some other bullshit. Or, and this is just me here saying, de-aging machine. Those have been done before.
Well, the thing is, that wouldn't even be the first time for Magneto, because at one point he got turned into a baby.
Yep.
And then he just grew.
Exactly.
He got rejuvenated. Also, I wanted to answer to the chat. There's a good phrase that goes something like, "Don't be worried that I'm planning to die. Be worried that I'm planning not to."
Exactly. We need to make the stories modern because the characters' age doesn't make sense. Itself is stupid because these are comic books. It's not our world. It's theirs. Shit doesn't make the same sense.
Well, the thing is, it's one of these matters where it's going to get a little awkward when a character who's tied to this historical event, who doesn't traditionally have any sort of de-aging power, is going to be living on well past the point where people once you start kind of having the people of that time kind of aging out.
I mean, you could literally come up with a mutant that
no,
de-aged people.
Dude, he literally has been in contact with guys like the High Evolutionary in the past.
No,
and that guy's been around longer than most.
In Marvel, there's actually an explanation why the characters never age, and that has been the case for at least 20 years.
The sliding timeline.
No.
Yeah.
Reed
It's
Richards.
definitely been a factor to it because Peter Parker's in his late 20s or early 30s. So
Yeah.
it's definitely one of them. At the
Here's the
minimum.
thing. Reed Richards has a son. That son's
the Franklin Richards theory.
No, it's not a theory. They explain it directly in the comics. It has been said outright in the comics that this because Franklin Richards just don't want this to be over, that literally they don't age. Time passes differently on the main continuity.
I swear, Franklin Richards, he's like that episode of the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror where Bart has these weird cosmic powers. Literally, this kid is literally just God.
Technically, he has part of the powers of the... Okay, I need to look this up before I say something really...
Dude, just say he's God and let's be over with it.
Hang on.
Well,
there's different levels of God. There's the one above, and there's
one above all, who's literally the one above all.
So there's different levels of God, but he has one of the highest levels. He's still a character. He's not.
Well, Franklin was able to resurrect a cosmic entity with his powers. That's how powerful he is.
He also made Galactus his bitch in the future.
His herald,
yeah, because it's like it's what it comes down to is he's like he's omnipresent. I think he's omnipresent, and there's a couple more of the omnis that he is. But like in order to actually be like a full blown almost on the level of the one above all, you have to have like all 6 of them, and he's not. He's like halfway there.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah.
Even on a prayer.
He's like he's up there. He's fucking.
Also, before I forget, just
extremely overpowered characters in the Marvel.
Right.
Yeah, just to answer Nick, because
no, he's not overpowered yet. He still has one thing he does not have. He is not a woman.
Dude, I know we are going in another direction, so just to answer Nick, because I never got to answer, who will draw me? From the old masters, I will say Kirby, obviously. If we are talking kind of new era, Mignola. And if we are
Mignola, hell yeah, bitch.
And if we are talking current day, De La Torre.
Oh, nice.
He will get the wavy hair and the heavy metal.
Dude, yeah, he nail your wavy hair. I agree. Yeah. Literally and figuratively.
I would prefer one of those. Not. I will let you think which one.
Vince said, "Do you check out the Turtles of Grayskull comic?" No, I have not. Yet. What's up, Justin Belmont? How you doing, dude? Thanks for dropping in here, sir. Nice to see you. All right, let's see here. Let's look at this. Looking forward to it.
That's great.
Looking forward to it.
I will
definitely be reading that.
Strangely
That looks
enough,
dope.
it makes sense.
Oh, he's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
the type of guy that needs to write a book. I've been currently reading
Absolutely.
a book from Gary Holt, the guitarist from Exodus, and I'm like 3/4 of the way through. And when you read these type of stories, you're like, bro, some guys are just built to have a story. And Gary Holt and then Gary Beegler, I'm like, damn. Yeah. And knowing, Gary's background, Beegler, to be specific, him
Yeah,
being
exactly.
a convicted felon, that's the type of story I want to read. I want to see what transformed the man and turned him to the guy that we got.
I can imagine something. Have you seen Yellowstone?
I've
The
not
show
watched the
Yellowstone.
show, but I'm
Old or
definitely
new?
aware of it.
The new show, the Paramount Plus show. Okay,
Oh, no.
without spoiling too much, there's a scene where a guy is just leaving jail, getting out because he has done his time and everything. And there's a guy outside that he just offers him a job in a ranch. And that scene is actually, I can imagine somebody like Gary just getting out of jail and somebody else just offering him that kind of job, and he going like, you know what? That's the kind of manly job that I need.
Yes.
And yeah, is he has this aura of the guy that knows deep shit and he's just trying to stay cool. And in comics, if you know the people that have been on war, have been on service, have been on the police, are normally the ones that have the crazy stories because they have seen shit that most people don't, and they know the feeling of the action of the situation. Then you hear Gary talking about that time somebody got shanked next to him while he was eating. And it's exactly that.
Yeah.
Wait, when you say shag, do you refer knife or just booty warrior?
Somebody died.
Yeah,
somebody died, man.
Ah, you mean shanked? Shanked.
Yeah,
I heard shagged.
Shank. Yeah, shank.
I heard shagged, which means another thing in British. But yeah, good to know.
He has been on
Where's
heavy
your mind,
drugs, so trust me, he also has seen somebody get shagged. That also has
Okay.
happened. I have no
Yeah,
doubt.
that probably happened in a prison. Wait, was it maximum or minimum security?
No, he was on maximum because they didn't have a space.
Then yes, he most definitely heard someone more than once getting shagged by another inmate.
Yes. So
most likely in the bathroom.
This makes sense. That's what this makes absolute sense. Is the kind of people that has enough experience to make you feel the kind of shit that is happening on the page. And he has.
Oh my god! I just realized something.
Narrating.
Yeah, we broke again the damn rule and made another gay joke. We really can't go a stream without making a gay joke, can we?
No.
A rough gay sex joke.
That's kind of
not that we can't, it's that we won't.
Yeah. I mean, Fenrir, your existence on this panel is kind of a gay joke, so
Fenrir, I don't seem to remember anything about this rule. Is this your rule? Is this the Fenrir rule?
No, it's just odd. We can't go one without doing a single joke that involves about homosexual sex.
Fenrir, let me explain you something.
You're gay.
The beginning of your life is basically the gayest shit that has ever been, unless you have taken dick. Because guess what? To come to this world, you were in direct contact with a dick, and before that, you were in balls.
Oh, God, that is just too much perfect logic.
What is that old?
So, guys, this needs to be brought up. Like, not up for negotiations type of brought up, because some shit is just super necessary. And guys, we lost a comic book great earlier this week.
Oh yes, yep.
Oh man,
an essential one at that. I mean, we lost Peter David earlier this week, and that sucks. It really does. Hold on. When you think about it, you're like, we lost a freaking legend in Peter David. I mean, obviously, a guy really essential for Professor Hulk, Spider-Man 2099, Aquaman for some people, for the Phantom. The dude obviously has very heavily involved in a lot of memorable comic books in our life. And I have been having Peter David comics in my life for a long time. And since we have not really done a toast, a cheers tonight, the least we could do is do one for Peter David, because it's fucking Peter David, man. I don't know how much you guys know on Peter David, but for me, the dude was he's been part of my life. I've talked about guys like Ron Garney being involved in my life in comics, but I'd probably make the argument Peter David's been involved in my life even longer with comics. So to Peter David, sir, for the great comics, for incredible comics. You dude. Oh man, so many good stories. Dude was a master at the medium, and definitely someone who's absolutely worthy of the hype that he was given. To me, he didn't get enough hype. He was always respected, but he was never considered the cream of the crop. But he was the cream of the crop. I'd say he was considered maybe B plus, A minus to others, but to me, he was an incredible talent. So to Peter David, thank you for your great comics, all of them. We appreciate it. We salute you on Clobby's Comic Shop, the way we always salute our buddy Clobberin Times.
Salud.
Oh.
So
yeah, Vince hit on another good point. I own a couple of his books. Yeah, he did chapter books too. And that's a big deal, man. He's covered a lot of ground.
Can I say one thing?
In a lot of people's lives, more ways than one. He obviously had a take on Aquaman that shook the core. He had a take on Pulp with the Phantom that took the Pulp corner by storm. He had one of the few multiversal takes of Spider-Man respected by Spider-Man fans, Spider-Man 2099. Obviously, then there's Professor Hulk for the Incredible Hulk, Star Trek. So the dude was absolutely a freaking legend, and then some. Billy Tucci.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, of course. Take it.
Okay, traditionally I would normally say that I met Peter David through his work on Aquaman, but that would be a lie. I've actually learned of him way before that. And yes, this is probably going to make me sound pretty gay, but even though despite the previous joke, and yes, I'm trying to lighten the mood a bit, but I originally met Peter David's work a few years before I started reading DC, mainly on the Little Mermaid books. I was a very confused kid, okay? Screw you. Shut up, Jesse. Shut the fuck up right now.
Like I said earlier, as soon as you're here, it's automatically a gay joke.
Fenrir,
shut up, Jesse.
Not my fault.
Fenrir, you were not confused. You were going with the flow.
Was he confused or was he bi-curious?
Oh God, no. I just go one way.
So
ladies.
one of my favorite books he did was.
Okay, can we just drop? I didn't finish. Okay, can we just?
You
finish,
and then we're like, Caster, take it.
God damn it! I really regret telling you guys that. Okay, I remain it was a Little Mermaid, but it was actually pretty good. I mean, it was freakishly, but I actually remained because it was actually pretty good storytelling. It had some good art, and it was fun read. It's not gay.
South Park.
I would actually recommend you giving that book to your kids all the time, boys or girls, because it's a fun, entertaining story with good morals.
Did you put on South Park's Trapped in the Closet episode with that?
Oh, son of a bitch. No.
Now I'm trapped in the closet. Tom Cruise, please come out of the closet.
I'm never coming out.
I am not a fudge packer.
Today.
But yeah, Peter David's Little Mermaid run, pretty good.
Man, but I will
If you have
not,
kids,
I'm not going
buy
to
it.
pretend to not laugh at that episode either. It's fucking hilarious. Go ahead, Caster.
So one of my favorite books he worked on was, particularly from his run of Aquaman, was I believe issue 3 or 4. So this is very early in the run. This is after he's already lost the hand. He's now got the hook hand, following that trend at DC. It was actually a really simple story where Aquaman and Lobo team up to go rescue a dolphin.
I remember that issue.
Wait, was Superboy in that issue? I don't remember it too.
With them because for Aquaman to give a hand D to help out with a dolphin, he only had one hand, so having Lobo's hands makes up for it.
Mm-hmm. And as we all know, the main
and dolphins are the freaks of the sea. So,
but the one thing the main man, Mr. Lobo, enjoys, outside of booze and babes, it's dolphins.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, they are the freaks of the sea. Not surprising.
Any more Lobo as it got having the dolphins thing. No, you're right. That's a fantastic issue. I'm glad you mentioned that.
And this was also like a point where Aquaman had like been raised in the oceans by dolphins. So there was actually quite a bit of crossover with the two characters there. And then, of course, Aquaman would then go on to date a woman named Dolphin. Wait, this is... Huh.
A bit disturbing.
Oh, Dolphin is hot.
I will just...
Jesse, I will prove you. I will prove it.
Do with other dolphins and some other animals.
What we do in the shadows with the dolphins.
Well,
it's more like what the dolphins do with you in the shadows because
they're aggressive.
Don't let the freaking parks and their propaganda lie to your brain. Dolphins are demons. You know how they always make a horror movie about a shark going around killing people? Yeah, sharks wouldn't do that. Dolphins definitely would.
Okay,
all right,
Fenrir, hear me out here. What if she's blonde?
All you have to mention is women, and Fenrir changes his mind over anything.
Yeah, he just lost it. He's like, no, I don't want to have an interest.
Okay, I need to know one thing. Are the scales scaly or is it just normal skin and just looks like?
I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. If she feels like a fish, that's gross, man.
Exactly. So might as well say no.
All I'm saying here is like...
Slimy.
Oh my god, did I just agree with Jesse on something?
I want to see what those hands do.
No, I agreed with you, unfortunately, which is even scarier.
What's up, Keely Chow? How you doing, dude? Stephen M. Kellell is a great comment. Sorry. Stephen M. Kellell.
May or may
Cut
not
off
have
the
had a
hiccups.
couple.
Peter David wrote 3 of my favorite Star Wars books: Q Squared, Q and Law, and IQ. I see what he did there. May he rest in peace. Yeah, agreed. No, that's a good. See, I've obviously never read Star Trek, but once again, all you did was further the point of the impact of the greatness of Peter David with those books. It shows you how much I miss because you covered a whole territory that I never got to. With Peter David. I'm glad you brought that up, Stephen. Thank you for bringing it up because I like seeing what our people's life experience are. And that's the cool thing about Peter David. he wasn't defined by one story. You got guys like him who Star Trek. Stephen M. Kelzak, Star Trek, Peter David, some of my favorite stuff. Obviously, I know Ripa posted about Aquaman being that was his thing for Peter David. Mine was Spider-Man 2099. You got a guy like Razor Fist, and he's like, "Oh, dude, the Phantom, Peter David." That was my story coming up with Peter David. It shows you how impactful that type of guy is. He did so many notable things that actually changed comics. He actually changed comics. What? Yeah. He actually did things that actually got people's attention, and it worked. It shows you how do I do change and still make it fun. Imagine that. He fucking did that. He straight up did that, and our world was so much better for it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Dudes. Fellow dudes. Guys.
I dare say pals.
Pal. Oh, hell yeah, the pals. Damn right, man. You kidding me? Damn right. I mean, I'm here in Dallas, Texas, talking to you guys. Been drinking. I like Texas. No, I wish you guys would. My only minor complaint is I wish you guys were faster drivers. Other than that, you guys are great. You guys are great. Because and maybe that was the aggression in me from not going 90 to 100 all of Missouri and a portion of Illinois and a smaller portion of Oklahoma until I got to like suburban areas. But dude, I was so used to going 90 to 100 in Texas. This is like, I was like, oh, I don't want to go.
You were on all the wrong roads then, because there are a lot of our highways.
I was on the far left lane. In Illinois,
on some of them.
In Illinois, that's considered our lane to go fast on. That's the fast lane in Illinois, the far left lane. Today,
we actually passed the law that if you're driving too slow on the highway, they can give you a ticket.
Holy shit! What? Oh, that's great. Vince had a great comment here. Peter Dave also had a fun ride with JMS. He gave JMS the teddy bear that appeared. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
That's fantastic.
I was just checking out in what issue of Spectacular Spider-Man he started on I think 103. Yeah. 103, and there's a lot of really good stuff from Spider-Man from him. A lot, and I mean a lot. God damn it. Yeah. Sorry. I just had to acknowledge that he was in Spider-Man.
It's all good. It's all good. But dudes, fellow dudes, we're gonna get. Oh, it's Father up. Father, I saw your post. Congratulations, sir, to
up,
you
buddy?
getting monetized.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. My man, Father Christopher
That's a
Miller, great guy
beautiful
who I've
move.
met in person a few times. It's about time. Seriously, it took way too long. You deserved it forever ago. But hey, better late than never. We got there. But guys, we're gonna get this show wrapped up. Sorry, Father, I know you're chomping at the tail end, but we're gonna get moving. Guys, I gotta go meet up with Sully. And if I'm not meeting up with Sully, I probably gotta go get Whataburger or some shit. Whataburger. Or if not, go get Mexican food in Texas because I love the Mexican down here.
Nick, when you go catch up with him, go ask him about the rabbits.
I will ask him about the pussy. I will.
I don't know. Well, I mean, even if you happen to follow, I don't know if you don't happen to follow him, like all his shorts he puts out every morning, but like he's always doing like bunny watch.
Father, this is not a if. This is a when in October. Let's talk. It's a when. Let's talk, please. Let's talk. I have a few ideas of what we could do for food. It'll be great. Be huge. Huge. All right. But I'm gonna plug my channel. We'll be here next week. And Toxic Tuesday, we're talking Tommy Boy. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be amazing, and I want you all to come. So thanks for coming out and hanging out with us for this shorter, extended edition from Dallas, Texas. I'll let these gentlemen plug their plugs on the way out. We'll start off with Fenrir. Plug your plug.
All right, you guys know me. I'm Fenrir the Ice Wolf, currently writing a book about classic pulp superheroics. Really hoping that you guys are gonna love it. I'm kind of still waiting on a couple, feedback on what you guys think about it. Caster, Pablo, still
It will
waiting.
be soon. It will be soon.
Yeah, I'm working on it. There's a lot. It's basically going to be five different chapters in the first book, each one with its unique story, adventure, villains, and so on. And I want to return to a time where each hero had in his book an issue with a different story in an episodic like nature, where every issue is something new instead of constantly needing to read up to 5 to 7 of the same issues. They're just one thing. It just annoys me. Seriously, nowadays we're forced to pay more for less, and it's bull crap. Freaking bull crap, man. Yeah. I hope you guys like it when I get it out. I'd also like to thank Jesse because he's inspired me to do something, to get back to church. Dude, I know I shit on you a lot, but you're a good friend.
That is
Praise
really
be the Lord.
shitty
That's
of
awesome.
you.
That is
Yes.
praise be the Lord. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Join my church's group. Pretty good stuff. Really felt a lot better recently.
Weird concept how that helps, huh?
Yeah, it really does. I'm not even joking. It's actually does a lot of wonders to the back of your soul.
Yeah.
Really.
Bible study Sundays at 2 p.m.
Same. All right, then. That's all I have to say. Keep
Thanks
your
for
eyes
being
open
here,
for me and my
sir.
work. This
Thank
black
you.
guy's gonna get it done. It ain't gonna be
know you
lazy no
will.
more.
I know you will. Thank you for being here. Comment. Plug your plug.
Sure. Yes, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. we do the morning prep. I am the common nerd, your working poor content creator. So please come check me out on all of my stuff. I'm on Rumble, YouTube, Kick, and I even started doing Pilled, which the crowd over there has been very welcoming. They're very nice over there. But yeah, tomorrow probably I've got two. I released 2 videos today. I've got 2 more coming out tomorrow. Probably do some Rogue Trader tomorrow afternoon because hey, rent's due Monday. So guess what? Common Nerds needs to stream and make some money. And then Sundays 2 p.m. Bible study, and then we are back finally Sunday nights. Who was good? We've got 4 episodes left until the season finale of season 9 of the Peter Capaldi run. So Sunker Maiden and Grant Gregory will be joining me for that Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then like I said, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Thursday nights is It Good with Sunker Maiden and I. Well, we will be reviewing Blade Trinity to finish out our run on that trilogy before I make Sunker suffer through Ironheart with me because I torture my friends. That's how I show love. So come check me out. If you haven't already, come subscribe to my new YouTube channel because my last one got nuked. Come subscribe to the new one. We're almost to 2,000 subscribers again. So come check me out. And praise be to the Lord for Fenrir and for the fact that I'm able to do this full time. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Always good to see you, boys. Nick, have a blast in Dallas, dude.
I will.
Have a blast in Texas. Glad to have you in the state, dude.
Thank you. What's up, core member? I saw you in the chat dropping off as we're wrapping up. Thanks for dropping in, core member. 1, 2, 3. And I see your comment, Father Miller. All right. I'm going to try to make that happen. I'm going to try to get Sully involved and try to make that a thing. Thank you, Common. Caster, plug your plug.
Well, hello, friends. Welcome, one and all. I want to thank you all so much for coming on out because, look, we'd be doing this hanging out and chit chat, even if you guys didn't show up. But we appreciate the audience and just want to, at the very least, thank each and every one of you out there for showing up and sending some love to me, to Nick, to Common Nerd, to Geek Topology, Pablo, and of course Fenrir. If you do want to see some more of me, you can find me over at my channel, Ironcaster, where I talk big robots and I talk about all kinds of pop culture stuff on Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the Mech Pit chat. We're getting back into the swing of things, talking a little bit about some Gundam here or there, talking about whatever I kind of feel like it. Maybe we'll do some more Warhammer talk. Jesse, you maybe want to come by. We can get into the Dark Angels some more, as I've slowly been uncovering them and make the case for why I should make them my favorites.
Just to slide into my DMs, Ironcaster. You know where I'm at. Giggity.
No. Let's keep it PC here. We have a priest in the chat.
Hey, he kept it really, really PC. He say it's like no RAM.
I'm just insinuating things. I'm not actually saying anything. Jesus, get your mind out of the gutter, Ironcaster. Where are you at? There's a priest in the chat. What are you doing?
And of course, by the way, you follow me over on X at the Ironcaster, where I'll be sure to put out links to all the different places I'll be showing up during the week and all the pop culture stuff going on. Father Miller, we need to get together sometime. Maybe we go find that place that has the dancing sandwiches.
Ooh, nice. Killer. Caster, thank you for being here, sir. My sense of humor is as dark as I like my coffee, just like my clerk. My man, Father. Great guy. Love this guy. Caster, thanks for being here, sir. Thank you very much. Pablo, plug your plug.
Hey, more things coming to Minas Edge. Also, we are doing a show on Minas Edge Español called The Tangent, La Tangente, where we are, strangely enough, the last 2 weeks we were talking a lot about anime. So this week we will be talking about video games. The title of the show, it can be translated to something about video games, basically. So we are just talking video games, like a couple of bros enjoying the time. If you know Spanish and you want to hang out, is the perfect place. Also, I'm just going to say, Wizards of the Coast, get the fuck out of here. One of the Final Fantasy decks, $450. The other one, $500. Get the fuck out of here. That's it.
Fuck those guys.
They let themselves scout the shit out of the main product of the year. Bravo, motherfuckers. Bravo. I will not be buying anything from Final Fantasy. That's it. Yeah. Well, guys, as always, it's great being here. These past couple of days, I have been rebuilding my room because, well, I need to basically repaint and everything before I get a surgery. Because, there was water damage in one of the walls that I haven't fixed yet since the time I got flooded like a year ago. So, yeah, I have to work on that. It was great hanging out. That will be it. Yep. At this point, I'm just rambling.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, man. Thank you for being here, Pablo. And just as we're about out the door, we got Occupant 42 on Rumble for $20 Rumble rant.
Nice.
Woo! Came in the hot. He says, just got a random assortment of 50 comics for $30. Gonna sort through them tomorrow, get them to a local boys' home. They're okay for some troubled teenagers. That is an incredible cause, Akun. You could have just told me that for free, and I would have highlighted a notable account. Because even you've watched enough of the show, you know it's that I highlight enough comments that seem notable of discussion. But the fact you sent 20 for that, which you didn't have to, but thank you. That's incredible, dude. I hope you find at least a few books that can make some troubled teenagers say, you know what? I need some damn heroes in my life. But seriously, dude, thank you again for a $20 Rumble. And then JT Kirks is like, oh, hey, $5 here. Here's for a peanut topping and for that pizza. Oh, dude, that was not even like a goal. That wasn't even serious. But thank you. I was just like, oh, hey, I like eating pizza. That's all. But thank you, JT. You and Deeple sent me some fives. As we're on, you guys just throwing money at me on the way out. You guys are crazy. Thank you, JT, for the $5.
Love it.
And Deeple, thank you for the $5 earlier. Occupant 42. Thank you for the 20 on Rumble. You guys, seriously, I don't know what I really would do without you guys. It really, yeah, you guys are making it rain over. I feel, so most people, it feels like to be a lady and be like, oh, hey, throw your money at me. Yeah. I just killed it.
You know, it's like your basic white woman who has a birthday month.
Ooh, dude,
My
oh
birthday.
boy. Right, I feel like a lady who has a birthday month. I feel like a whore who's had like a really good month, and it's not even my birthday month. It's fucking crazy. But seriously,
Nick, didn't you saw Beer Fest, right? We're all whores in our own way.
you're not, as Culture Casino would like to say, you're not wrong. No one take Nick Wise goes. I will not. I gotta take my youngest daughter to see it. She loves the first movie, so yeah, she loves it.
Boy.
So I will take her.
Good
being
man.
a dad,
Good dad.
yeah. I know I'm not gonna have a other dude or lady take me to see that, but for my youngest, she loves that movie, so I will take her to see the sequel. So, anyways. We went a little longer than we were planning, but whatever. Shit happens. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Guys, thank you very much once again for supporting. Thank you for the last minute super chats and the Rumble rant. You guys are fucking awesome. I'll see you next week for Friday night. If I don't, Toxic Tuesday for Tommy Boy. Thank you for supporting the channel. I've had a really killer month with the super chats and Rumble rants. I feel like a dirty whore, and feeling dirty has never felt better. So thank you guys. Have a great night and have a great weekend. And I hope to see you all next week. Thank you. Huge.
I smell horse shit. It's horrible, but I can smell it.